Welcome back everybody to the next episode of Great Off-Road Adventures. Now what you missed out on in the previous episode was us going up and exploring Cape Leveque and Broome. We checked out Cape Leveque, these stunning red cliffs up at Coolgemon, before heading down along the coast past Bard Creek, camping out at James Price Point, which was again a magic spot. Then we went and checked out Broome, did Cable Beach, a few other bits and pieces, and we went all the way out to Wolfe Creek, including going past the Raft Boab Quarry, which is another very sort of not well known absolute hidden gem. So yeah, now you're caught up. Let's get into episode 4. Good morning everybody from Wolfe Creek Crater. So you're going to struggle to see it back there, but a bit of a hill on the horizon. I'm sure you've already have seen it from my drone footage this morning as the sun was coming up. And it was a really lovely time of the day. Super peaceful. What I did want to quickly show you though was a little look at the car. Now that it's daylight, it's going to be a lot easier to see. Bit of a bad habit at the start of the trip of getting into camp at night or on sundown, and then leaving early the next morning. We didn't get an opportunity to show you around, show you how we're doing this trip. So I'll quickly take you for a minute guided tour. So in the back here, not a great deal has changed from the previous trip. We're finding the addition of the second shelf level really handy. This side here, washing up bucket and ladder for the tent. This side over here, gas cooker, little radio, and then at the back is our fold-out camping table. Haven't actually got the fold-out camping table out yet, and we've been on the road for a week. And we've just been making do with this little homemade table that I made. So this is double-sided, stainless steel one side, just a plastic chopping board on the other side. Perfect size for the gas cooker, just made it to fit that. gas hose goes straight up to the gas bottle. Don't even need to worry about taking the gas bottle off of the spare tyre. And it actually packs up and sits here on the wheel carrier as well. Now it does get a bit dirty, but we don't actually do any food prep or anything on it, so it's not the end of the world. Middle row of the car here, it looks a bit messy and untidy, but it's quite well organised. Clothes bags this side, camera shelf just above them, so we keep some of our camera gear that we use more often on top of the shelf. And then our bags for when we want to hike, and our extra box of goodies and stuff, and tripods just down on the floor. And then over the far side, I'll show you this way, we've got the 40 litre angle, and over the far bit over there is the chemical toilet. And I've packed a few extra Roby bits and pieces. I've got my little chainsaw for collecting firewood. We've got the fan. We've got a little radio. So yeah, and I've got the impact gun so we can change the tyres, and if I have any problems and whatnot, it's a bit quicker for us. And that's pretty much the only changes we've made. Still using the Motop rooftop tent. Still got the Easy On awning, the 270-degree awning. So yeah, it's pretty comfortable. Jess and I are really loving it. Whilst it looks packed and crazy and disorganised, it's actually quite well organised. And then the only other addition we made was, I'll take you this way, the Helinox camp chairs, and they literally pack down into nothing. And that's why we wanted them / needed them, was just to save on a bit of space. We've got 4 boxes, so 4 plastic boxes of food, and they all go in the back there along with our camp chairs. So yeah, the old camp chairs just took up too much space in the car. Good if you towing a camper trailer or something, you got a bit more space, but with this trip, space was at a definite premium. Went for the Helinox chairs. So yeah, all in all, very happy with the setup. No issues over this last week with how things are going camping wise. It's just been little minor mechanical gremlins and bits and pieces that have popped up. So yeah, stoked. We did do a lithium battery before we left, and game changer. I love it. So with both fridges, one running as a fridge, one running as a freezer, and the inverter and all that, the old AGM, we'd absolutely flatten it over night time. The lithium, we're only drawing half of its usable capacity over night time, and it charges super quick with the solar. So by midday the next day with the solar, we're fully recharged. And yeah, so we can pretty much sort of stay for a couple nights in the same place and just get by with the solar and the capacity. So stoked with that. It's one of the probably more worthwhile upgrades we've done recently. So yeah, there you go. Quick look at how we're camping this trip. Well, we've just moved the car up from the camping ground to the car park. We have a quick look at the info signs, and then we'll do the walk up to the top of the crater. So it's not a overly long walk. I mean, you can see the top from here, so I'm happy just to carry a bottle of water by hand and walk up there. So
400 metre return.
Yeah, 400 metre return, so not exactly a big one. 300,000 years ago, they say. Meteorite weighing thousands of tons crashed. What do you think?
Pretty bloody awesome. Now this is what I imagine when I think of a crater. You can see where it's gone, boom, into the ground.
Well, the view is pretty special. Stand up the top here. Jess is going to make a click, click, click with the camera, so I'll move away. And yeah, awesome view of the crater. And we face this way without falling off. An awesome view out over the flatlands of the Kimberley, I guess, and also pretty much the Tanami Desert. We're right on the sort of the joining of the two regions, so it's really green. They've had quite a bit of rainfall up here this year, so yeah, it's been nice and green, and it's going to be nice and wet and green for our trip, so very cool. Wasn't sure that we'd make it here when we were doing the whole trip plan, or whether we wait and do it on the canning stock, but yeah, very cool, and I'm glad we made the effort to get here, because it's only a nearly 300 kilometre detour, so it's all good. So this is where we are down here, and the plan for the next day is to go out along this Duncan Highway a little bit, then into the Bungle Bungles, then up to Kununurra, Wyndham, and then all the way back along the Gib, plus a stop up to Mitchell Falls. So gonna check out lots of the Kimberley, can't wait. Well, we're about 5 minutes out of Halls Creek. It's pretty close, and we've come down to this spot called China Wall. Now, it's not hard to see how it gets its name. It's not quite the Great Wall of China, but if you have a look, and I'll show you it from a different camera anyway, it's 100% naturally occurring. That's not man-made or built or anything. It's a line of like white granite, or maybe quartz, white quartz or something, that has occurred here in the hill. So very cool. We're going to take a bit of a walk and see if we can get a bit closer to it and check it out. What do you think?
Pretty cool, pretty cool. So it's a bit hard having come though from Wolfe Creek crater, but I thought that was man-made, and if you hadn't told me it was natural, I wouldn't have believed that was naturally forming, because I just can't even fathom how that is naturally formed.
Do you know the best way in which you can help and support Great Off-Road Adventures? Well, it's on every video you watch. If you enjoy it, go and hit the like button, ensure you're subscribed to the channel, enable notifications by clicking the bell, and share the video with your mates, or leave us a comment telling us what your favourite part is. That's the best way in which you can help us out, and we really appreciate it. China Wall, we headed out along the Duncan Road out to Caroline Pool, Sawpit Gorge and Palm Springs. Now the more remote we got and the further out in the bush we got, the more travellers we came across. This proved to be a really popular little area, which is not what we were looking for. From what we were able to see here, Sawpit Gorge looked like an absolutely stunning little camp spot. So if you do get here, you have the place to yourselves and you want to camp here, go for it, because I'm sure it'd be an absolute gem. That being said, it's a little bit tricky to get down into the riverbed. There's a couple wombat holes on both the descent and the climb here that you got to look out for. Well, the plan today is getting amended and changed. We wanted to camp out here near Palm Springs or Sawpit Gorge, but it's just really busy. So what we're going to do is push on and try and camp at the Bungle Bungles tonight. So yeah, we poked around trying to find some quiet spots out here, but just couldn't find what we wanted. So we thought we'll just kick on a little bit more this afternoon, get out to the Bungle Bungles. That'll give us all day tomorrow to do our hikes and whatnot instead of a half day, and it'll give us a bit of time the following day. So yeah, just had to make a decision. So in the background, this is Palm Springs. You can see how it got its name. It's a very lovely spot. So we just stopped here for lunch quick. This is right next door to Sawpit Gorge. So in fact, the road is literally right there. And that's why we don't want to stay here. It's too close to the road. So yeah, we're just gonna enjoy this for a sec, eat our lunch, and then head on to the Bungle Bungles. Right, we're at camp for the night. As I said, we couldn't find anywhere nice to camp without imposing on other people or, you know, just not enjoying it ourselves down at Sawpit Gorge or Palm Springs. So we come up to the Bungle Bungles. We're actually going to the Bungle Bungles Caravan Park, and it's yeah, quite good. Like, it's well laid out, plenty of space. See the sun going down, illuminating the hills behind us, very pretty. Anyway, the bar is open, so we're going to go down and have some drinks. I've just climbed out of probably one of the best showers I've ever had at a caravan park. Heaps of hot water, heaps of pressure. It was yeah, really refreshing. So this is us for the night. We'll go and get some drinks, we'll go and have a bit of fun, and then we'll pick you up in the morning. And tomorrow, first thing in the morning, straight out of the Bungles, start on some of the walks, camping out there tomorrow night, hopefully watch the sun go down over the Bungles, and maybe do another walk quickly the following morning, and then onwards up towards Kununurra and Lake Argyle. So can't wait, hey?
Looking forward to it. Bungles is a big item on my list of places to go, so very excited.
Cool. All right, well, like I said, we'll put you down for the night and we'll pick you back up tomorrow. Traditionally, Jess and I like to find the more remote and secluded camp spots. That's not always possible. There is something about the caravan parks up north. There's a really good social vibe. You get to chat with other travellers, and it was still, you know, quite enjoyable. Don't be put off by having to go to the odd caravan park up north. Well, good morning, everyone. We had a lovely rest in the Bungle Bungles Caravan Park last night, and we're ready to go now to head into the Bungles themselves. I've just let my tyres down, and I want to quickly share my thoughts on my new tyre deflators. Now, I do still have my ARB tyre deflator, it's still there, Still gonna use it at times, but I just thought I'd share how these new little ones are going. I'll show them to you as I talk about them. They're not as quick as the ARB, but for us, I got them for a purpose. We are going to do some filming for an event at the end of this. It's the Variety 4 Drive Adventure, and so I don't want to be standing around having to let my tyres down myself when I could be videoing. So I got these little adjustable tyre deflators. So you can just slip the lock ring collar off, and then if I back this one out all the way, you can adjust them to your required pressure, and then you just slip the lock ring collar back on and off you go. So they're pretty good. When we know we need to air down, I can say to Jess, can you get the tyre deflators out, quickly set them to whatever pressures I want, and they have proven to be very accurate. And then we can just screw them onto the tyres quick, do a bit of videoing, whatever, and then when they're finished letting the air out, chuck the tyre monitors back on, because I'm running a tyre monitor system, and you know, we're normally 1, maybe 2 psi out at worst, which is perfectly acceptable really. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how they're going. They're the deflate deflators, if that makes sense. And I actually bought these locally in Perth from a shop in Malaga, Hampton Industries. They're like a welding shop, but yeah, it's an Australian made product, and I think it was 150 bucks. I'm pretty sure it was 150 bucks. That's what I paid for them. And yeah, really paid from full price myself, and I'm pretty happy with them. So for those of you that like the idea of Storns, where you can just put them on and then not have to stand there and bend over and tend to your time monitor, but Storns aren't adjustable, well, these ones are adjustable. So best of both worlds, if you ask me. Anyway, I'll just wait for Jess to get back, and we'll hit the track or the road into the Bungle Bungles. The road into the Bungles is not all that difficult. It is limited to single axle trailers only, and that's due to a lot of the tight twists and turns. There's quite a few little creeks and water crossings you got to navigate through, but none of them are too difficult. I think as you get later in the season, a lot of them tend to dry out as well. Keep in mind, we were coming through here still in early May, which is quite early in the dry season, immediately after the wet season. Just a bit of a reminder to everyone, you can also find us on Great Off-Road Adventures at Facebook and Instagram, and there we are posting all our photos and other bits and pieces from the trip. So make sure you head over and check it out. Where are we, Jess?
We're at the Bungle Bungles this morning, and specifically we're down at the southern end of the Bungle Bungles.
Called Pickaninny.
Thank you. So, yep, so we've been able to drive in and check out the range area in general as we drove. And now starting on the Dome Loop.
Yep, so I'll spin you around and check it out. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Well, I'm not sure how much of what we're getting on the cameras is giving the bungles any form of justice. The bungles have been a bucket list item for me for quite a while now, just given their uniqueness, and I don't think there's anything else in the world like the Bungle Bungles here in WA. So super chuffed to be getting to see them in person and walk through them. It's incredible and they are absolutely impressive, and yeah, hopefully the footage we're getting is showing some of that, because as we know, the cameras don't always show the grandeur of a place from time to time. So yeah, but I'm super happy to be ticking this off the bucket list. So, don't need my dad's in the video. Oh,
Well, we're just approaching Cathedral Gorge now, and yeah, we're right into the middle of the Bungle Bungles, so we'll head on in there and try and capture how massive it all is and how cool it is, and we'll see what we can show you.
well, we have made it. I probably should go this way to Cathedral Gorge. Is it Cathedral Gorge? Okay, yep. I'm not made for walks. So yeah, it is stunning, very echoey, so try not to talk too loud so that everyone else hears what I'm saying. It is so cool and lovely down here. You can sort of see over there during the wetter months the waterfall occurs. We reckon that would be pretty spectacular to see. But yeah, so lovely and peaceful here. It's pretty epic, and it wasn't that bad a walk, in all honesty. I'm just complaining for the sake of complaining. So Graham made it look easy.
Yeah, it was an easy walk.
So yeah, I think it was only a km, if that. And once you hit the in between the two gorges, I guess you could say, it instantly cooled and it was very lovely. So yeah, this is Cathedral Gorge. I have no idea if you can see what I'm seeing.
Well, we've just finished the Cathedral Gorge walk. What better way is there to finish than an icy pole?
What's the point of having a freezer if you can't have an icy pole?
That's true. We do have the privilege of having a freezer, so we might as well have some perks. Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, we've jucked around to the northern end of the Bungle Bungles now. To ECHIDNA, isn't it?
Yeah, Echidna Chasm.
Cool. And yeah, that's where we're going to go. Going to go walk to Echidna Chasm, and then pending time, hopefully go to the lookout, and also go down to Bloodwoods Car Park and do Mini Palms Gorge this afternoon. Just see how we're going. Well, right now, our walk into Echidna Chasm is very enjoyable. We've just gotten into the, I guess, the chasm. There's a beautiful breeze flowing through at the moment, which is cooling us down along the shade. And it's narrowing, I'm sure, as you can see on the video. What do you think?
Right now, I just love this breeze.
There you go.
It's a hot day. But it's a very, very cool walk.
Cool as in cold cool, or cool as in impressive cool?
Both. What do you mean getting over the rocks, hey?
What did you say?
You're gonna make me say it again. It's a bit underwhelming. It was not a big walk, but a walk, and we're in a hole in the mountains.
Well, I enjoyed the walk up Echidna Chasm, but yeah, there's nothing really to signify the end other than you can't walk anymore, which is over there. But yeah, no, it's bloody impressive. There's a bit of an echo, so hopefully you can't hear that, or can hear that. But yeah, no, it was enjoyable. We'll have a drink, have a break, and then we'll head back to the car and look at our next walk. Cooey! Go on, you know you have to. Hey, don't run off on me.
Oh, sorry, you want me?
Yes.
My bad.
Well, we finished the Echidna Chasm walk, and the car park is literally just over there. And now we're going to take the little offshoot to OSMAND Lookout. Jess has a question for you though.
It was amusing I wonder why Echidna Chasm got its name Echidna Chasm, because there's no echidnas and it doesn't look like an echidna. So it was just a random musing.
So yeah, if anybody knows why Echidna Chasm got its name, drop it in the comments below, because we'd like to know. And there was no signage or anything that told us why, so if someone's knowledgeable out there, help us out. Well, we found a nice little spot here for us to sit and watch the sun go down. Obviously, watching the sun go down against the Bungle Bungles, so you should see some really nice colours and stuff. I don't normally like doing this because I don't want to jinx myself, but I've got a DSLR on the roof running a time lapse of the sun going down. It should turn out really well, but yeah, I won't say anything else other than that. But yeah, nice spot. Jess has been antisocial on her phone.
I haven't had reception in weeks.
But nah, we just enjoy some drinks, some snacks. New tables working a treat. And yeah, hopefully I've got a good time lapse to show you probably next, but all good. Good morning everybody, welcome to our lovely campsite at CARAVAN camp. Got a cook up on the go now. We've got a bit of bacon frying there, and the plan for today, just enjoy a bit of bacon and eggs. We have to be out of our campsite by 10 o'clock, and then we're gonna start driving out. We've sort of made a deal that if we're packed up and finished breakfast and the car's ready to go by 7:30, we'll go check out another gorge. If we're running late, then we will just go at our leisurely pace and then head straight for Lake Argyle. We can't check into Lake Argyle until 2 o'clock, so we can't leave here too early, sort of thing. So yeah, it's a holiday for Jess and I after all, so a leisurely morning and a few niceties like bacon and eggs and stuff. You've got to do it. So yeah, should be a nice relaxing day. Plan for Lake Argyle this afternoon is just get on top of a few bits of chores. So I've got to offload some memory cards, do a few bits and pieces like that, write a shopping list. Jess has got to work out what we need for the 2 weeks we're going to be away on the Gib, and then hopefully jump in the pool at Lake Argyle, just enjoy it and relax. We're undecided whether we're going to have dinner at the restaurant there or not tonight. Again, treat ourselves, and then yeah, we'll see. Pretty flexy day, pretty relaxing day. So well, we were all packed up, fed and all that by 7:31, so decided to come down to the Bloodwoods car park, and we're going to do Mini Palms Walk, Mini Palms Gorge I think it's called. It's a 4.4 kilometre return, so 2.2 in, 2.2 back, and it should be a good little walk to start the morning. It was one of the last ones that Jess and I wanted to check out, so we'll go and check it out and then jump back in the car and have to say goodbye to the Bungles. But let's go see what Mini Palms is all about.
Too, hey bro.
Yeah.
Oh. That way?
I think so, yep.
Skinny thoughts.
Yeah, I ain't going that way. You gonna hold this? Well, we've made it all the way to the end of Mini Palms Gorge. The last bit is quite steep and rocky, and sort of got to do a bit of clambering over some rocks, but then you get onto some platforms, make it a bit easier. It's really impressive. This is as far as you can go. That top platform, obviously there's people up there, so we're not up there, but yeah, there's not much to see down that way, but they blocked it off because it's a sacred site. So we just, yeah, respect that. What did you think?
This is pretty specky. It was a lot of fun being able to clamber over all the boulders and stuff. It's not your typical walks, so no. Makes it a bit fun and interesting. And yeah, this is a beautiful and very cool cave when you've done a big walk to just sit and relax in.
Yeah.
Only thing missing is they just need a little viewing seat so you can just enjoy the moment.
Yeah. Or a spring of water at the end.
Or some water to go for a swim. Anyway,
we'll start meandering our way back out soon. I want to take a few photos on the way out, and I'll put them up on the screen now to show you like just some of the crazy things, like where these palm trees and stuff are growing, because I can't show you on the GoPro. I'll show you with the DSLR with the photo.
Sounds good.
A nice breeze, so let's get moving. Well everybody, we've made it to Lake Argyle. We're in the caravan park, got a lovely site here, sort of a bit private with the hedges and under the shade of the trees. Jess is doing food stock take, I'm offloading memory cards. This is sort of our chores day or stock taking day, so
Getting prepped for the gib.
exactly, yep. Time for us to do a bit of a reset. We've got a load of washing in the washing machine. That's going to finish in 2 minutes actually. So yeah, we're repacking the car, working out bits and pieces, offloading the memory cards, just doing a bit of organising so that we're ready to go for the next leg. So yeah, that's a behind the scenes look. This is, you know, don't see this included in everyone else's channels, so give you a look at what it's like on ours. Well, that does wrap up episode 4. We ended up having a really lazy afternoon at the caravan park and then heading down to the pub for dinner and quiz night. Let's now recap on where we've been for the last 10 days or so of our trip and what we have coming up. I'll also let you know now, we are going to have a fortnight's break before the next episode. Think of it like a little intermission, and when episodes recommence for the rest of the series, I'll try and get them out in a weekly schedule again. Well, we definitely had bad luck at the start of our trip. A lockdown that threatened the trip even going ahead at all. And then to get away on the trip and to blow out a tyre and have to go back and get new ones. We were very lucky though. When we finally did get away, our first night at camp was at Billion Pool and it was absolutely stunning. And the sunrise the next morning, well, as you can see, words can't describe it really. From Billion Pool, we went exploring in the Pilbara to a couple spots that I've wanted to get to for quite a while. They were Hickman's Meteorite Crater, Kelgan's Pool, then we continued north and east out to a spot called Running Waters before moving our way out of the Pilbara and heading up towards Broome. Reaching Broome signified reaching the Kimberley for us, which meant going up into Cape Leveque, exploring Coolgemon, James Price Point and a few others, before heading into Broome to check out the stunning Cable Beach. From Broome, we made our way past a secret spot called the RAF Boab Quarry, out to Wolfe Creek Crater. Then we made our way up into the Bungle Bungles and explored everything that Bungle Bungles had to offer. And of course, wrapping up at Lake Argyle, where we are now. Well, what's coming up? You've got all our exploring around the Kununurra area, including heading out towards Wyndham, and then we've got our whole trek along the Gib River Road, including all our exploring that we did along the Gib. Heaps of really cool, exciting content, and I can't wait to show it to you all. So you know the deal, everybody. If you've enjoyed the videos, go down there, make sure you subscribe to the channel, enable notifications, leave us a comment with your favourite part of the video, and happy safe adventuring. Take care on the tracks and trails. Hopefully we'll see you out there. If not, we'll see you in the next video.